I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make Reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Hayley, Landon, Maisie, and Joshua. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, I'm here to change Hayley today because, again, she's been in this Peter Rabbit outfit, which I absolutely love, by the way. I actually don't really want to take it off of her because it's so cute with the little Peter Rabbit on the leg, and I just love it so much. But she's been in this basically since Easter. So I thought it's time to change her into something a little more summery. Anyways, I'm going to put her in this Gymboree romper that has little rainbows, suns, clouds, and flowers. I had tried this romper on Savannah because I wanted her to wear it to the St. Jacob's Market, but it just did not suit her at all. So I'm going to see if it looks a little bit better on Hayley. And I'm going to say probably if for whatever reason I don't like it on her, it's probably going to go. Because I figure it's like if it doesn't look good on two of the babies, it probably isn't going to suit any of them. That's just, I don't know. Because also, like, you have to have a onesie underneath, like a short sleeve onesie, if your baby isn't full limbed. And so Savannah doesn't have full limbs. Maya doesn't have full limbs. And Jeremy doesn't have full limbs, but that doesn't matter because this is a girl outfit. But yeah, so like, oh, and Yuki doesn't have full limbs. So 3 of my babies that could fit this will have to have a short sleeve onesie underneath. And I found like a white short sleeve onesie underneath of this did not look right, but Hayley's got the full limbs, so I'm curious to see if it will work for her. She'll probably need a little spongy bath at the same time. I saw a couple people in the comments had suggested seeing if I could get referred to a different hematologist that had a availability of morning appointments. I did try to get in touch with the lupus clinic, but the lupus clinic is a very tricky thing because the doctors are only there 2 days a week, and then they work elsewhere. So it's kind of difficult. Oh, this looks much better on Hayley. Oh my goodness, I love it already. Yeah, it's very difficult to get through to them, unfortunately. So when I called, I did shockingly get someone on the phone. It was I don't know which receptionist I got, but it was a receptionist there. However, she unfortunately told me that the secretary that deals with referrals was not in that day, and that everyone was going to basically be away until Tuesday of this week. And that didn't really work because I was supposed to get the blood work done for this new doctor today. Now, I didn't have an appointment to go get it done today. She just told me I could go today between, like, any time after 7, because, like, the place opens at 7. Riley! 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 Come! I think because our neighbors are outside, like they're doing some work outside, he keeps looking out the door and meowing. You wondering what they're doing out there? I decided to try this Reborn FX toothbrush baby brush for a change. I actually quite like it. You can kind of shape the hair really nicely, actually. Her hair's still a little fly away. Yeah, so basically, now what are you doing, Riley? He's going behind the bouncer. You are weird today. He is doing some crazy cat stuff. Yeah, so I was gonna go today, but they basically said that it takes about 10 days for the results to get in, which they obviously want the results in when I see the doctor. So I decided not to go today because it's like incredibly hot out, and when I woke up this morning I had a massive headache for some reason, and my jaw was bothering me. I just did not feel well at all when I woke up this morning, and I was just like, I just really don't feel like going all the way downtown today to get blood work done and then come home. So tomorrow I actually have 2 doctor's appointments, one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. And so what I'm kind of hoping I can do is then go and get the blood work done after my second appointment, because the lab where I would be going for this blood work, sorry if you're not seeing anything, I just have her on my lap for a minute because I'm trying to get her swirl combed in. Actually, maybe I can put her here so you can see. Can you see? There we go. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like thinking, you know, get it all done in one day because I'm already going to be out and stuff. And like today was going to be in the 30s again with the Humidex. And if I wasn't already feeling well, like the heat just doesn't make it any better. So I decided not to go today. But I figure if I go tomorrow, it'll still be enough time for them to get the blood work done. But anyways, yeah, so basically because of that fact, like, I really couldn't, it's just basically to me, like, I don't think it's enough time to reschedule because this blood work has to be done now. And then who knows, like, how long I would have to wait if they re-referred me to a different doctor. I'm assuming they tried to get me into the, you know, the fastest available specialist. So, yeah, so I was just like, ugh. So anyways, I have already contacted my new job, and I explained, and I just told them this just sort of suddenly came up that there's something in my blood work that they just want to further investigate to make sure they aren't missing anything. And, you know, I really apologized for the inconvenience. And I just said, you know, hopefully this is, you know, a specialist that will just be like a temporary thing and won't be like an ongoing kind of thing. And they were really super understanding. I had a feeling, I think I was just worried, but I really, you know, because it's a new job, but I really could have a sense by our interview that they were understanding people in that aspect. And so the mom was just like, oh, no, like, don't worry about it at all. You know, she's like, your health always comes first. So she's like, don't worry about it. So that made me feel a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with it because I also trust that the lupus clinic, like, they know the best specialists to send you to make sure that it's someone that has knowledge in terms of lupus, because not all doctors know a lot about lupus. And so if they're thinking that these blood issues, whatever they are, I don't fully understand what it is that they're looking at. I really don't. I think it's something to do with red blood cells, but even then, like, I don't really they didn't really explain much to me. They just told me not to worry. So, anyways, so basically I figure they know who to send people to that are gonna be aware of lupus and lupus related issues. So I figure I will trust who they're sending me to, and thankfully, like I said, my new employer has been understanding, so that is a big help. So that's kind of what's going on with that. I did get together with Paula last Thursday and helped her fix her baby. Her baby's head fell off. Her new Reborn she got, its head fell off. And so she needed me to fix it for her. So we fixed it, or so I thought I fixed it, and it has since fallen off again. So she's going to be coming back here this week, and I'm going to have to try something different. I've never had this happen before where the doll's head keeps falling off. So I'm not really sure what could be the problem, but we'll try again. And then Paula went through the girl baby clothes I was getting rid of, and she bought a couple of things for me, which was nice. Because selling with her, like she pays me a little more than what you would get from Once Upon a Child. And then we took the remainder of the stuff. Riley, you are something else. Yeah. Okay, now you're going to go up on your sleeping bag. Okay. He doesn't sleep in his sleeping bag anymore, guys, and he rarely sleeps on top of it. I think it's because it's too warm. Maybe like once the winter kicks in, he'll go back inside of it again, but it's too hot. But he's about to lay down on top of it right now. Anyway, yeah, so we took the rest of the stuff to Once Upon a Child, and they did buy a lot of stuff. There wasn't a ton left over, but the rest that's left over, I am going to take to the London doll show to sell at my table. Let's see. So basically, I got a lot of money last week. I was like, yeah. I was on a roll with selling stuff on Marketplace. So I sold my Snap and Go. I did decide to make the plunge. I sold my Snap and Go. And I sold my other like umbrella type strollers. So now I just have the new one that I bought and cleaned up. And so I'm keeping that one. And I was like so shocked that like not a single person tried to haggle on the prices. So I think I sold the Snap and Go for $40, the umbrella stroller for $20. And then I also sold a couple of cloth diapers that were like way too bulky. I think I mentioned that in another video, and I sold them for like $10, I think. I sold some air fresheners because we had those like Airwick plug-in air fresheners. We had got like a whole bunch of them when the company had mail-in rebates where you could get free ones. So we had all these ones that were free, and I find that the scent on them is way too strong. I don't like them. So I sold all of those. So that was awesome because we got them free. So like I totally made some money off of that. And then what else did I sell? I sold my nursery set, my Care Bear nursery set for like $100, and like no one even talked me down for it. And that was basically what I paid. So it was great. I basically got back what I paid. And then Once Upon a Child gave me like $82 for the stuff they took for me. And Paula gave me $30 for the stuff she bought for me. And then, what else? Oh yeah, I sold my American Girl number 61 so that I can put that towards getting the new Girl of the Year, Blair. I did sell 61, and I ended up selling her. I was hoping to get 100 for her, but no one was buying, so I knocked her down to 90, and then still no one was buying, so I knocked her down to 80, and then someone came to buy her, and it was this lady who said her daughter had been saving up and saw her and loved her. So I felt good. Even though I took a bit of a loss on that, I felt okay because it was going to a child who was like saving up her money. That was really sweet. So I got $80 for her. So like, yeah, I was like, woohoo! I was like bringing in some money, which was great. And I think that was about it. I feel like I sold something else though. No, I think that was it. I'm currently trying to sell some car seat canopies on Marketplace, but haven't had any luck. I was trying to sell some like kitchen items, but they weren't selling, so we've just decided to donate them. We have a couple of other new kitchen items because we finally, this weekend, we finally cleaned and decluttered our kitchen. This is something that I have wanted to do since like, oh my God, I think since a year ago now. And I just kept putting it off. And so anyways, both Alex and I worked together and we emptied out each kitchen cupboard and cleaned the shelves in the cupboards because I don't think we've done those since we moved in here. Like we moved in and cleaned them, and I think that was it. And like sometimes we will clean the cabinet under the sink and also one corner cabinet that gets like kind of dirty from like where we keep our cooking oils and stuff. But other than that, we haven't cleaned any of the other cupboards. So I was like, man, we really need to clean the cupboards. They weren't like super dirty. They were just mostly dusty, the shelves, but I wanted to do it anyways. And then, so while we did that, and when we took everything out, we were able to go and look at things and say, you know what, like in all the years we've lived here, we have never used this item or this item. I don't think we ever are going to use it. So we got rid of some stuff and it was nice. We were able to make a little bit more space in our cupboards so that things were a little easier to access. And then, when we went through like the cupboards where we keep like canned goods and like packaged foods and things like that, we went through and we found a lot of like expired stuff. So we threw those out and reorganized those areas. So like now I have all the baking stuff together and then like all the pastas together, and it's just so much better. So we really worked hard on that all day yesterday, getting that done. And so we did find, like I said, some things that we don't use. So I've put them up on Marketplace. I'm going to give it about a week. And if they haven't sold, then they'll just be donated as well, because I just want it out of here. Also, we put up my Taylor Swift poster this weekend, the new one that I had unpackaged a while ago. I finally bought a frame for it, so we put it up in the office, and then I went through and picked out, because when Angela sent me the deluxe version of Taylor Swift's 1989 album, in that album came like a little packet of little like fake Polaroid pictures of her, and each one has like lyrics from her songs. So I went through and I picked out my favorite lyrics and favorite pictures, and I used sticky tack to like put them along the wall shelf that my American Girls are on. So it looks really cool. I'll have to show it to you in another video. But I was really happy to get that done this weekend as well. So it's been a very productive weekend, very busy though, and it was a lot yesterday. So I'm wondering if that's why I woke up not feeling so great this morning, because it was just a lot. But I'm starting to feel a bit better now that it's like the evening, which is generally how it goes. So yeah, so that was great. I had like a bunch of money there, so I was like, yes, I have money to put aside now for a Taylor Swift concert ticket, because her album comes out this Friday, and I'm pretty sure that tour dates will be announced shortly thereafter. I'm going to say like by next week we'll know the tour dates. So I'm going to say within like about the next month or so, tickets will be on sale for her tour, and I am so there. So I was just like, yes, I have money for a Taylor Swift ticket. So that was great. And I'm still, as I say, I'm still going through baby clothes and trying to wean them down. I know that once I pull out the winter clothing, I'm going to have to go through those even more and try and wean those down even more, because I have way too much winter clothes. Like, now that I see how much I've condensed, I mean, I still have a lot for summer clothes, but I've condensed it a lot, and I really want to do the same for the winter clothes. So I really need to like be picky and like narrow that stuff down. Yeah, so I think that's about all I wanted to talk about this video, I believe. Taylor Swift's new song, Lover, came out on Friday, and guys, I am in love with this song. So for me, my absolute #1 favorite Taylor Swift song is actually a bonus track on the deluxe version of the 1989 album, and it's called You Are in Love. And I think I did a cover of that on my channel, and if you want to hear me sing that song, I'm gonna like put it in an iCard or in the description below. But I am in love. That is like literally one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, if not like my most favorite Taylor Swift song. I have lots of favorite Taylor Swift songs, but that one always comes to mind as being like, it just sums up like love and a relationship to me, and it just makes me think of my hubby. So I was just like, oh, I love that song. But when I heard Lover, I was like, oh my goodness, this is like the new You Are in Love for me. This song is so romantic, and she got me from the very opening line. The opening line was, "We can leave the Christmas lights up till January." And if you know me from previous videos, I don't just leave our Christmas decorations up till January. They're usually up till like February, on the rare occasion March. So there was one year where I did actually get them down before the end of January. It was like mid-January. But I always at least wait until like after January 6th or 7th. That's like the Orthodox Christmas. But even growing up, like my mom, I get it from my mom. Like my mom would leave them up till like February, March sometimes. So for me, I was kind of like, January is still pretty early, but I just related it to be like leaving the Christmas decorations out like past December. Because I know so many people that like take it down the day after Christmas or whatever, and I just can't do that. Because for me, I'm still visiting family and having Christmas get-togethers even after Christmas Day, because like both Alex and I have divorced parents, so we have like 4 families to go to. So we always have like tons of Christmas celebrations going on like throughout the week or even into the week after Christmas. So we just leave the stuff up, because it's like, it's still Christmas. And even here, like some of the radio stations still play Christmas music right up until like New Year's Eve. So to me, it's like still Christmas. And I just love my decorations. So she like got me right at that one. I was like, yes. And then when she says, you'll save all your dirtiest jokes for me, I died. I nearly died right there. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. And I really think like the song pretty much told us that she's living with her boyfriend. And I think it also alluded to possibly that they're engaged and maybe getting married in 2020. Or they may already be married. I don't know, but there's like the bridge in there has like something about borrowed and blue, and like it sounds totally like wedding stuff, and I'm like, all the fans are trying to speculate. Like, we figure they're actually living together because, like, in two parts, she says, this is our place, we make the rules and we make the call and stuff like that. So it's like, well, obviously they're living together, but yeah. And then what else? Oh, and then she released the track listing for the new album, and I almost had a heart attack at just the song titles. I was like, oh my God, these titles, just the titles are crazy. And wow, I cannot wait to hear this album now. Like, the names of the songs, and I was right. If you guys watched my reaction to the Me Music video, you saw me like point to the picture of the Dixie Chicks when she says there's a lot of cool chicks out there. And I immediately, when I saw that, I was like, is she doing a collaboration with the Dixie Chicks? And guys, she is. There is a collaboration with the Dixie Chicks on the album, and I am dying because I have always loved the Dixie Chicks. Like, from the time I was in high school, every time I would go to karaoke, I would always sing Dixie Chicks songs, Shania Twain songs. Those were my jams for karaoke, and I'm like, oh my God, Dixie Chicks and Taylor Swift, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I really am. Call me an ambulance on August 23rd. It's crazy. So I can't wait to hear that. Although, from what I heard from people that went to secret sessions, the song that she does with the Dixie Chicks is the song that is super emotional, and is the song that she couldn't even be in the room while it was played because it was too hard for her. And the title of the song is, oh, what is it? You'll Get Better Soon, I think it's called. And just judging by the title and the fact that people have said that it was so sad that everyone was bawling and that she couldn't be in the room, I'm really thinking it's a song to do with her mom's battle with breast cancer. So I am not ready for that one. I'm going to have like a full box of Kleenex for this album, I think. There is a song called London Boy, which obviously is about her relationship with Joel Alwyn, and I am here for it. What else? Oh, what was the other song that gosh. I wish I could remember all the tracks. I don't have them in front of me, but there was so many that I was flipping out at the titles. I'm like, what could my brain immediately started speculating about what those songs could be about. So I'm just excited. Oh, and the final track on the album is called Daylight, which I was like, I knew it that there was a song to do with daylight, because one of the first things that she quoted on one of her posts when this era first started was "Step into the daylight and let it go." And I was like, that sounds like a lyric or a poem or something. And now that we see that there's a song called Daylight, I'm like, it's totally a lyric. It's a lyric in that song, and it's going to be amazing. And I feel like it's going to be like the ultimate closing song for an album. So I am so excited to hear it, and I'm going to be home that day for like half the day, and then I have a stupid eye doctor appointment, and I'm like, damn it, I just want to stay home all day and listen to the album all day and cry over all the lyrics. Because that's what you do with a lot of Taylor Swift lyrics. They just are emotional. So anyways, I'm excited, and yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. I've kind of chatted long enough, but I think I've filled you in on all that's been happening the last few days, and I'm just glad that we finally got that kitchen done, and it feels good. Like, everything's super clean and organized. And yeah, so I'm gonna go, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a video up tomorrow. I don't even know if I'll have time to film a video tomorrow, just because I'm gonna have the 2 appointments. Well, I start 9:30 in the morning with a breathing test, then I see my respirologist, then I go to the gynecologist, and then I'm gonna head downtown for my blood work. And yeah, probably by the time I get home it'll be dinner. It's gonna be a full day of doctors. Blech. But at the same time, I actually like doing that sometimes, to just get it all as much done in one day as possible, instead of like having to go every day. Excuse me, and go every day. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll check in next time. And I think the next video I'm going to chime in on the discussion about, are we ever done collecting dolls? I think that's what I'm going to do next. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.